Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Akshay here, and today I'll show you a very interesting trick that is used to copy or to look up data from one sheet to another from a completely different links. So as you can see, I have a sheet here, okay, a VLOOKUP sheet. So I have a customer ID, I have first name, last name, email, sign up date, country, lifetime value, last purchase, and active users as usual. And then there is a completely different sheet with a completely different link where I have to populate the email, the country, the active users according to the customer ID in question. Okay, so how will I do that? Okay, sometimes I have seen some people, okay, what they're gonna do is that they will paste this data in a completely different sheet and then they will start working on it. Okay, I mean, you can, but again, it's like you're wasting spaces, and this is something like you shouldn't do, right? So there is a trick on how you can copy paste or look up or get the result through a lookup from one link to another using VLOOKUP. Okay, and I'm going to show you that in a moment. So I have certain customer ID whose email, country, and active users I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say VLOOKUP search key, or basically I like to call it the reference key. Against what do you want the results? Okay, I want the results against my customer ID. Okay, comma, then the range. My range lies in a completely different sheet with a completely different link. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say import range. Okay, an import range, what it does is that it takes two parameters, that's the spreadsheet URL and the range. Okay, so in the first parameter I'm gonna give the link of the previous sheet, I mean the sheet from the different link here, and then the search, the range string which I'm gonna give is go back to the sheet, copy paste this one. Okay, and I see it has data from the A column all up till the I column. Okay, so I'm gonna say sheet 1. I didn't copy paste only, sorry, copy, I mean I can type as well but show you. Then I'm gonna give an exclamation mark to separate the ranges, that is from column A to I. One of the best practices that I like to do is I like to lock my columns so that it doesn't change. Anyways, since it's already in the string format, it won't change, but still I'll do that. I mean, this is one of my best practices that I follow. Yeah, so I get the range, and now what do I want in the B column in this sheet? I want my email. Okay, so I need to index according to that first column with respect to the first column, or with respect to the reference column from the lookup sheet. So here I can see customer ID is in the A column, whereas email column is in the D column. Okay, so how many columns are there in between? Okay, how many columns are there? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 columns. So from the fourth column from the reference column lies my result. So I'm going to say comma 4. Okay, that's my result parameter that I want. Okay, and finally I'll say 0. 0 and 1, what is it? I mean, a lot of things to it, but usually I do 0. Okay, and that's the best practice when it comes to VLOOKUP. Why 0? Because it gives the exact same result as that of the reference. Okay, I'm gonna close the bracket and then I'm gonna hit enter. So I see the customer ID 1 is Ava Turner. Am I correct? Yes, Ava Turner. I'll simply pull it down. Okay. In some cases, if you are doing it for the first time, it will show loading, and then there will be a slide dialog box that will come up and show you request access. That's a very harmless thing. You just need to grant the request access and then the rest will follow. Since I've already done that in this sheet, it hasn't shown me. So that thing doesn't come up in that dialog box of request access doesn't come in my sheet. So I'm good to go. Okay. So you see for customer ID 3, it's Olivia. Do I have an Olivia here? Yeah. Again, for let's say 10, Will Martinez. Yes, it's Will Martinez. So this is how you can do an inter-sheet VLOOKUP using 2 different links. Okay, and this is something that saves time. Okay, when you don't have to manually copy paste things and do things. Okay, I'll do the other 2 also. Okay, and yeah. So now I need the country. Okay, so I know from this part to this part my things are fine. Okay, escape. I'll just copy paste it, but the range, but I need a new index for the country. Okay, country C. If I see in my lookup sheet, how many columns come between customer ID and country column? Okay, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. So then I'll say I have given the reference range, I mean the reference key, I have given the range, and now I will give the reference column, I mean the lookup column or the result column, like I say 6, 0. I'll hit enter, and yeah, the results are populated in the country column in the lookup in the final sheet. Then for the same active users, let's count from A to I how many columns are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'll do comma 9, comma 0. I'll enter, and yeah, I got the result. So this is how an intersheet VLOOKUP is done from 2 different links, from 2 sheets having completely different links. Okay, I hope you liked this video. I hope you learned something new, and I hope you'll implement this in your workplace where you need it the most. And as always, keep learning, keep growing. I'll see you next time. Till then, happy working as usual.